Hi. How's it going? Hi. Listen, so we're having some technical difficulties right now. It might be on my end. I'm perfectly willing to fall on my sword on this one. So Laura's in the other room. She's tried to log in on two devices. She's here. Hi everybody. Hey Laura, she's in the other room. And for those of you who may not know, Laura contracted COVID. That's give one of those. Not a great scenario, not a great situation, but she's doing very well with it. I sure wish she could tell you herself because we're trying to get this thing working. But how are you all tonight? Hi, Mom. No, we were late. We're trying to get this thing together. So, Laura, you want to try and log in one more time? Let's see if we can get this thing going. She's tried to log in on both her phone and her laptop, and I can't hear her either way. So, could be on this end, as we know from my many. Oh God, I can't even count the number of ways that I have tried to configure this technically. It's not my strong suit. Let's see. Hi, how are you? Hi, can you hear me? Hi, you're on the air. Say something. Hello. She's on. No. I didn't speak. Can you speak? I can't. Okay. Can anybody hear her? Because if y'all can hear her, then it's obviously an issue on my end. So, audio works. So audio works for Laura. Let's see. She looks great. Yeah. I mean, honestly, have you ever seen a foxier COVID patient in your life? So you guys can hear her. I can't hear her. So now I've got to sort this issue out here. It should be coming through. Oh my goodness! Well, this is quite the embarrassing predicament here. Give me just a moment here. I'm going to see if I can sort this out. I'll bet I can figure this out. Oh, I bet I just did. Hello. Oh my God, I did it. I can hear you now. It was my fault. I had a feeling. I had this sneaking suspicion. Notice I didn't say stinking suspicion. I know a fellow who does that. He's Mr. Malaprop. For those of you who have ever read Dickens, you of course remember Miss Malaprop. So Laura, without further ado, how are you doing? How are you feeling? This is honestly the first time that I've seen you without a mask on in what's it been? 6 days now? 6 days?
Well, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, no. You're coming in just fine. Clear, nice, good and clear and fine, Dimitri. Nice and clear and fine.
Who's that one? Hold on.
I don't know. Now I have no idea what she said. Anyway, she looks fabulous. We've been keeping in separate quarters here. I have been essentially like a sexy maid, if you will. I will tiptoe to her door with food and such, and then I will just tiptoe away. And how are you liking the service? Has the service been to your liking?
It's great.
Okay. All right. Yeah. The COVID thing notwithstanding, that's not great, right?
Yeah. Everyone's saying it's echoing. I don't know about that.
Oh, I don't think it's echoing a ton, is it? Oh, wait, hang on. All right, got it. I figured it out. Should have solved the problem. Anyway, so tell us how you're doing.
Okay. Am I echoing?
No. I cured the problem. I believe. So anyway, So like I said, I didn't. I have not. Now you're good. Yeah. So now, as I was saying, I haven't seen you without your mask on in 6 days now.
Since Monday. Yeah.
Since Monday. Okay. So and then just generally, how are we feeling?
I feel fine. Completely fine.
Okay. So you're still testing positive, but you feel fine, right?
Yeah. I guess that's how it goes. I don't know.
Yeah.
So Monday night at Monday at approximately 7:19 p.m. I was like, I feel weird.
No.
Like
you said y'all brain zaps or something?
Yeah, like my head feels like is my head supposed to feel electric?
No.
Uh-oh. Come on. Because I don't know, if you'd like to trace back my adventurous weekend, I went to the store and baked a cake for a little kid, went to a little kid party, and then went to the fish store. That was it. It's not like I went to a music festival.
Yeah, you didn't. Well, first of all, you didn't do anything fun in order to get the COVID. So that's boo right there. But I think
I don't even know when I got it, because how do you get it in 24 hours? I don't know anything anymore.
so. We think it might have been from the pet store, because you were I was also at the little kid birthday party. My parents were there. None of us have gotten sick, and so you said that there was a particularly oily looking fellow at the pet store who might have been like your patient zero kind of situation.
Okay, Ray wants to know where I was on Thursday or Friday. Now
It
that's
sounds like an interrogation.
I mean, I just went out and about, right? Like regular stores, but I wasn't in close contact with anyone for 10 to 15 minutes like the CDC says you have to be to get COVID.
Right. Yeah. So right off the bat, you have some strain of COVID that's not following the rules laid out by the CDC. That sucks.
So I have some COVID that's behaving like the flu, right? Like someone sneezed on me and now I have it and I can't come out of the bedroom.
Yeah. So as Suzanne says, oily looking fellow. I don't know how to describe the guy from the pet store who we think might have given you the vid.
There was a guy that was working at so I don't know if you remember last Sunday, Sunday, actually, we said that we did the show on Sunday, right?
Yes, we did. We did a special Sunday show. That is exactly right. Yeah.
And that was after I went to go get fish.
Yeah.
And so I guess right then I was exposed to COVID.
Keith says, eyes narrowing. How long have you been sorting with those minnows? Yeah, so it's
the fish, right? I shouldn't have gotten the fish.
Well, also, but I'm noticing a particularly good cop, bad cop detective interrogation situation going on in the comments right now. So where were you Wednesday and Thursday night? It's like got the light in your face, and so yeah. So anyway, the bottom line is, gang, we don't know where our dear Laura got the COVID from, but the good news is she's feeling pretty well. And so we're keeping her locked in her ivory quarters. I don't know what that means. But yeah, so I mean, I guess I sort of feel like, if you're going to have COVID, do it this way. You haven't had it that bad, I think. And, you've got somebody on the other end of the house who will, bring you shit. And so, yeah, I guess it's going all right. Yeah.
I feel a little like I got robbed, though. I didn't get a cool experience. I didn't get to, I don't even get to know where I got it from. Right.
Here's the thing, too. Like, we are two of the last, I think, holdouts in our friend group. That's basically like us and my parents who have never gotten the vid. And so, we're late adopters, but I think you, as you said on your post on Facebook, pretty late to the game, right?
Yeah, I'm late to the. Oh, am I the last one here at the party?
I think you are. Yeah. Well, no, because I'm running late. I'm running late myself, and so I'm not that I'm not trying to jinx anything. Not trying to get my COVID.
Kathy, I disagree. I think most people know where they got it. I think anybody in the comments say where you got the COVID.
Yeah. Angela said she got COVID from a Charlie Tuna and Cut Chemist show. Was it fun? So that's that's something that you can remember, and you're like, wow, that was really worth it. However, we did get some minnows. We mentioned the fucking minnows in the last show, right? They're like this big.
Because we did the show on Sunday after we cleaned the pond, then got the minnows, then came back and did the show.
Yeah. So Ray says 3 instances, 2 for Karina, 1 for him. All right. Well, for those of you keeping score at home. All right. Should we do the show? I feel like we should probably. We're running late. It's my own damn fault. Running late. So we should jump into the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, here are your hosts, Stefan and Laura.
That's right. Me from the safe quarters, Laura from the hot zone. We are so glad that you guys are with us. This is a special show. This will be definitely a special edition of the show. I expect that this should go fairly seamlessly. We've never tried this before. Well, we did the thing with the phone the other night, right? Where you called in, you were running a little bit late, and you called in.
Yeah, it's all. Oh, hi, Michelle. I'm doing well.
Michelle Silver, hello. How are you? Yeah, Laura's COVID.
I'm just still positive.
Yeah.
I'm disgusting.
My dad says, are the minnows still alive? They are. I saw them this morning. They're getting a little braver. There's the little guys are starting to venture out. We basically have half of the pond that's like lily pads and shit like that, and they've been hiding under there. They're very hard to see. You definitely need some. I think you would need some special eyewear to see what they really look like because they're microscopic little guys. However, apparently they breed very quickly, and I'm looking forward to the time when the entire pond is basically filled with like one school. I just want to see them kind of go, brr, 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 brr. And I want to see them give the fish finger to the raccoons that come through. It's like, try. God damn it, that raccoon is fat. How did that raccoon get? I wish I could play I guess I technically could play the footage of our ring cam up at the shop. The sucker goes by 2 or 3 times a night. Like, what are you eating? What are you eating? The thing it's the size of a ham. Hi, Joe. Jonathan. Wow, look at this. The gang's all here tonight. Well, this is absolutely phenomenal. I feel that we should probably jump right in and start the game. We've got Suzanne here. We've got Keith, Joe. The gang's all here. Let's begin. Now, listen. For those of you who are aware of the existence of TikTok, it seems like a fairly easy game to be able to become a sensation on that platform overnight. So being a TikTok sensation is easy. All you have to do is blank. I typed up the cards. See that? Hey, you like that? I remembered. Being a TikTok sensation is easy. All you have to do is blank. What did Hemingway say about writing? Being a writer is easy. All you have to do is sit in front of a typewriter and bleed. Oh, Papa Hemingway, you pithy mofo.
So, speaking from the quarantine zone over here, I've been watching a lot of TikToks, and TikTok Live is probably the scariest thing I've ever seen. It's like,
so what is the deal with TikTok Live? What is up with
it? Every weird person is on TikTok Live. And you're like scrolling through, and it's like, what am I even going to see? It's like, remember chat roulette back in the day? It's like that. That
was the original TikTok, if I remember correctly.
The scariest thing I've ever seen.
For those of you who don't remember chat roulette, basically I think it was on a timer. You had your camera, and everybody else had their camera, and you'd pop into. Was it on a timer, or could you opt into conversations? It was ideally it was meant for somebody to, like, for random meetups. You just randomly meet up with somebody, and then you would chat with them, or you would move on. I think that was how it worked out, and then somebody and eventually, and this is what happens with all new technology. It was basically just guys showing their junk, right? Guys would just get up there and just unzip and decide to put their schlong. I'm like, well, you're ruining all the fun, men. Right.
I'm supposed to be keeping score. Damn.
So Joe said, when the family got it, the whole family got it from an anti-vax family in front of us on an airplane. The kids were sick, and the mom was talking loudly about the scary conspiracies and vaccines. That fucking sucks. I didn't know that. That is really terrible, Joe. I'm sorry. That is really, really awful. Okay, so in order to be a TikTok sensation, all you have to do is be weird as fuck, says Ange. Oil the cleavage, says Christina. That sounds like a really old school, like almost a biblical commando. Thou shalt oil the cleavage. Let's see. Body floss. Torque the jerk. Body floss, says Joe. Kathy says make leftover salmon and rice bowls. Have a low IQ. Bad dancing for sure. But by a phone, says Ange. I click not interested on every one of those that comes up. Copy what you posted on 4chan. Sure, why not? Excuse me. Ray says 36, 24, 36. What a winning hand. Be on TikTok, apparently. Buy a phone, says Andre. I intuited that. Have a good night. Have a good ring light. Sure, I have one, but as you can see, in these fabulous lenses from Costco that I honestly can't say enough good things about. Oh, shit. Where'd Laura go? Wait. Suzanne has to jump off. She'll come back. Dab. All you got to do is dab, says Keith. Move your chin up and down. Put your hand low on your hip, standing sideways, and post it on Facebook. That does seem to be a trope. Doesn't fucking anti-vaxxers, says Michelle. Eat a Tide Pod, says Joe. Anybody ever try that? They look edible. They generally have more than 4 followers. Ray Slim, only if she's 5'3". That's exactly right, Keith. Well done. Have a sex tape. Let's see who had, and Laura is back. Ladies and gentlemen, Laura's back. Don't know what happened there. Let's see. I'm going to give this to. I don't know why I like this, but I like it. I like it very much. Christina said, "Oil the cleavage." That amused me. So 1 point to Christina. Off to a great start. Shall I keep score, babe, or do you want to do that? What's wrong? Oh, do I have to edit your mic settings again? Hang on. Oh, technology. You minx, you vixen. All right. Let's see. So are you having? Am I echoing? Is that what's happening? I have echo cancellation turned off. Can you hear me at all?
I can hear you, but I can hear myself.
Okay. Let me see if I can figure this out. Remove my background noise. How about now? Did that help at all?
Okay, that helped.
Okay, good. Well, I'm crushing it tonight. I am absolutely crushing it. So do you mind keeping score on this one?
I can keep score.
That is 1 point for Christina. Listen, this thing we're going to next week, it's a formal occasion, so wear your best blank. It's a formal occasion for this thing we're going to, so wear your best blank. This is going to be an iterative process, gang, as you can already see. I genuinely don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this technology, so I suspect we're probably going to dial this thing. It's going to be aces at like like
you guys are so lucky. I'm not
5 minutes to 9. They're so lucky because what?
Because I'm not on a stick.
Hey everybody, it's Laura on a stick. Hey everybody, let's see. Bring your best sass, bring your best happy face, codpiece. N95 cock ring. Bring your best Chad. Bring your best oil cleavage. That's right. Sure. Bring your best snark, says Christina. Wear your best Crocs. Oh, only my formal Crocs. Now, let's see. Fake smile, says my dad. Michelle misses the stick. I kind of miss the stick too. Let's see. RBF. Attitude. Scott Coates is here. Hi, buddy. What's up, man? What does RBF stand for? Do we know that? Ruth Bader Ginsburg? Is that what that stands for? That was dumb. I should be a dad with that kind of humor. Sparkly dildo. Bring your finest dildo wear. Grateful Dead t-shirt. Oil testicle cleavage to be exact. I have to leave excuse. Yes, exactly. I saw my favorite t-shirt the other day. It said, "I'm sorry I'm late, but I didn't want to come." Bear hole, vocal fry. Sorry, ribbed condom, resting bitch face. T-shirt tuxedo. Dear Laura, who had the funniest response to it? It's a formal occasion, so wear your best blank.
Okay, so the problem is I can't go backwards because if I enlarge the whole thing, then I start to echo. So I'm going to give it to Kathy for her many funny answers.
Okay, very good. Nicely done, Kathy. As usual.
Note that if I'm going to vote, I have to vote right then.
Okay, all right. Well, like I said, we're going to dial this in approximately 2 or 3 minutes before the show is over. So count on it. Count on it. Boy, oh boy. I sure wish I hadn't gotten rid of all my old blank. Boy, oh boy. When thinking back on my past, sure wish I hadn't gotten rid of all of my old blank. Anything you wish you would have kept, babe?
I'm sure glad we kept all those COVID tests.
Yeah, we got a whole drawer full, and they're coming in super handy now. Let's see. Codpiece lovers, baseball cards. Did you have a formidable collection? You seem like the kind of fella who would collect baseball cards. Negative P test. Sure. Absolutely right. Because, yeah, you do all the drugs you want that way. Does anybody even really do drugs anymore? I mean, aside from pot? Doing actual drugs seems like a young man's game to me. Ball gag, says my mom. Gold chains to go with my oil cleavage. Excuses. Let's see. Prison records. Barbies, says Michelle. Sure. Oh, your old Barbies.
Speaking of drugs.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of you got the Paxlovid and took it. I got it on the first day, but then I felt fine, so I didn't take it. And the doctor was like, take it if you want. If you feel sick, take it, whatever. Yeah. But then there's this whole like debate going on in my comments section on Facebook, like, you have to take it. I'm like, I'm good.
So, but there are pros and cons to taking it, right?
Yeah, apparently it makes you like rebound and then test positive again if you take it. Like I don't know who took it. Did anybody take it?
And it also apparently wipes out your gut flora. That's always fun.
My stomach is already a situation, so I didn't want to like push it. Right.
Let's see. So Joe says, by the way, on Big Chico Creek, just downstream from Bear Hole, is a place called Alligator Hole. Good information. News you can use. And Christina wishes she hadn't gotten rid of all of her old investments. Barbies, prison records, excuses, gold chains to go with my old cleavage. Ray says, most of my card collection, 50,000 strong, are still at my parents' place. They aren't worth as much as they are from the junk wax era. I should know what that is. I don't know what the junk wax era is. Diaries, it says my mom. I think I'm going to give it to... let's see. Just because I think it's timely, let's go with Michelle for Barbies. I think that's the movie and all. Why not? All right. Hey, y'all, don't mess with me. I have a black belt in blank foo. All right. Don't mess. You look gorgeous tonight, babe.
Oh,
this COVID shooting you.
COVID gorgeous.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a black belt in blank foo. Mm-hmm. My dad has a black belt in throw some dirt on it, foo. My dad used to say that all the time. A few things. Jim Cox had a number of aphorisms when I was growing up. Throw some dirt on it. He also, Angela says, fuck you, foo. That's funny. He also used to say, don't force anything and read the directions. If my dad ever wrote a Tao, like the Tao of Jim, it'd be don't force anything, read the directions. This would always happen, usually around Christmas or a birthday when I would go. I get a present of some sort that I'll required some sort of assembly, a toy of some sort, and I had no patience. I had no patience. I have no patience. There it is. I'm like, Mac, it wasn't make it work, and I'd come to him. I'm like, make it work. He goes, well, did you read the directions? I'm like, no. He goes, well, don't force anything. There you go. Hold over your plate. That was another big thing. Jim Coxism.
Jim Cox never reads the directions.
Well, yeah, I know. It's do as he says, not as he does. I have a black belt in find out foo. Oh, that's good. Foo, says Keith. Funny t-shirt food. Drakkar foo, says Scott. Watch out, man. You can't get it within like 5 feet of me or I'll smell like 1985. N95 foo. Let's see. Waifu, says Joe. I pity the foos. That's Christina. COVID foo, says Michelle. COVID ginger gotsu. Tu Wong Fu. Ray says Tu Wong Fu. That's fucking great. Rage foo. Foo. These are phenomenal. Tu Fu. Procrastination food. Tu Wong Fu. Okay. Tu Fu. These are phenomenal. Laura, who had the funniest response? And there were many to choose from. I have a black belt in blank foo.
Gosh.
Tofu foo.
Scott, he had two funny answers.
He very much did. Yeah. Nice. But aren't we all winners? I think we're all winners. So y'all remember the fabulous television show, The Incredible Hulk from the 1970s, starring David Bixby. Of course, he would get very angry, and then he would turn into the Hulk with his white eye contacts. And there was this investigator who was constantly following. He's going to figure it out. Something's going on. And his name was Mr. McGee. And it was always in the intro where Bill Bixby would say, "Don't make me angry, Mr. McGee. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Don't make me blank, Mr. McGee. You wouldn't like me when I'm blank." To Wong Fu. Foo. Tofu foo. Yeah, the group is on fire tonight. Absolutely right. Yeah. Don't make me angry, Mr. McGee. Don't make me blank, Mr. McGee. You wouldn't like me when I'm blank. Hey, I didn't know you can actually use emoji in the responses here. Keith did it. That's impressive.
Did you see Joe's? Do you see Joe's answer? If y'all were Gen Z, mine would have won.
Okay, let's go back and read waifu
in the last grade.
Yeah, so Joe said waifu, and I don't know what that is. So you're right.
You don't know that.
Yes. But as is the case with all great humor, if we've got to explain it. You ever do that where you're going along and you see something that you think is incredibly funny and you get kind of blank stare from somebody else? Well, it's funny because, and at that moment, don't even say anything. Move. Seriously, like change zip codes at that point. There's no reason to stick around.
This is a Gen X show. So
my mom is like, what was that? Yeah. Technically, my mom is 2 generations behind. My mom technically now is a silent generation. You know that? She's not even a boomer. She certainly scans boomer, both my parents. I think my parents both identify boomer, but technically, because they were born in 43, boomer starts in 1945. How about that? The more you know. Okay, so let's see. Don't make me. Don't make me on strike, Mr. McGee. You wouldn't like me when I'm right, says Christina. I like that. Don't make me Joey. Don't make me my favorite Martian, Mr. McGee. Don't make me come, Mr. McGee. You wouldn't like me when I'm horny. Joey, 18 inches, my favorite Martian. Let's see, my favorite Martin. Says Martian. David Seltzer typed my favorite Martin twice and then Martian. It's funny. I didn't know that you hadn't typed Martian until it repeated there. Let's see. Don't make me fuck around, Mr. McGee. You wouldn't like me when I don't make me find out, Mr. McGee. You won't like me when I'm fucking around. Don't make me sing, Mr. McGee. You wouldn't like me when I'm Bobby. Let's see. Show my your ass about to fart. Shirtless, oily, TikTok. My talk has been ticked. Don't make me TikTok. You don't like me when my talk has been ticked. Is this me, Bim? I think this is me to I'm gonna go with Christina for on strike. Wouldn't like me when I'm right. Yeah. Strike. I love it. Hey, you guys, you know that we're into foods that have lots and lots of different flavors. It's just the way. This is the way around here. Introducing the newest flavor of Pop-Tarts, blank and cream. I don't know why I do these things. It's going to get gross. Introducing the newest flavor of Pop-Tarts, blank and cream.
The clear answer is COVID and cream.
COVID and cream. Oh, delicious. Who doesn't love a nice toasty COVID flavored? Well, COVID spread, really, honestly, on toast. It goes great with everything. Mm-hmm.
Oh, in case
the irony, of course, is that COVID takes away your taste, sense of taste, and smell. You were saying,
in case you're wondering why I'm still quarantined in the bedroom,
yeah.
I am the only person in the family or our whole friend group who ended up getting COVID. So I'm basically staying in here until I'm negative because I don't know how I got it. I don't want to give it to anyone else.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you're an incredibly responsible person, and one of the things that we've surmised is that you feel fine right now. And if you weren't testing to know that you were still, positive, you might go out. I think a lot of people do. I think that's the reason why this thing is persisting, right? We've sort of figured this out. It's like a lot of people are like, well, I feel better. I'm going to go out and be Typhoid Mary. And that's what happens. And then I think that's probably what happened to you, Mr. The greaseball fish store guy. Probably was like, well, I got to get back to work.
I mean, he just looked like a dirty teenager, but maybe he had
I like it. I think it's a good theory. Okay, so Christina says Barbenheimer and cream. Kardashian. It's just Kardashians and cream. Ladies and gentlemen, this fall, you'll want to try all the Kardashians and cream with your Thanksgiving dinner. Pie and cream. Minnow and cream, Cool Ranch and cream, Titties and cream, 2 girls, 1 cup and cream. Let's see, cherry Pop-Tart, Angela's finger, cottage cheese and cream, pink taco, shingles and cream. Says, man, I got to get that fucking shingles vax. Boy, Laura, you've been through it lately. You've been through the ringer with both the shingles vax and then this bullshit. Chicken and cream.
I'm not having a great year.
Not. Well, you haven't been having a great month. For one thing, who had the funniest response to introducing the newest flavor of Pop-Tarts, blank and cream, oyster dressing and cream? Says Ray.
I can't go backwards. So who said Kardashians and cream?
That was Ange said Kardashians and cream. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Nicely done, Ange. Baby. Oh, you guys.
I send you something this week as a prize. It will have COVID on it.
Yeah. Yes. Coming to you hot and direct. Oh shit! I accidentally left my Zoom camera on while I was blank. What were you doing? And/or what state were you in? Shit! I accidentally left my Zoom camera on while I was blank. Were you tubing? Tubing. You don't want to be tubing. Jeffrey Toobin's life is over. Also, there was that MP. I think he was. He was a British MP who his Zoom camera was on and he was like showering in the background, and that actually worked out for the guy because apparently he was kind of ripped, right? So everybody's like, well, prime or a member of parliament, such and such, leaves his camera on, gets hundreds of likes and propositions from around the world. Practicing my comebacks. Motherfucker. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. You got to be real careful with that mute button too, because honestly, sometimes you'll. You guys, you ever have to fart in the middle of a Zoom meeting and you test it, right? You put the mute on there and you're like, and it'll say you are muted now. Okay, good. I got the green light. Boom, I can do it. Tell me I'm not the only one this has happened to. No. Laura's not going there.
No.
Whack. That's racist whacking up. That's a Jeffrey Toobin thing. Yeah. And his life is over. Shopping for gifts, says Keith. Waxing, says Christina. Having sex with the what, Mom? Oh, Jesus Christ.
What even does she mean?
My eyes. Peanut buttering my balls for my dog. Wow. Yeah, that's having sex with the pig, says Mom. Okay. Let's see. Shining. My dad says Shining Jan's dildos. Wow. Holy yeah. Beaver Cuban negotiating Tobin's next deal. Exactly. Well, he can't do it. Nobody's taking him seriously anymore. Farting is sleeping. Watching your parents on the green couch. Sure, why not? Right, from Black Mirror. Yeah, there was the prime minister who was having sex, who had to have sex with a pig in order to get his daughter back, something like that. Okay, so
I saw someone sleeping on a TikTok live this week.
Really? Wow. There's a guy actually in Indivisible who, we have all of our Zoom meetings, and he sits real close to the camera and he falls asleep. So it kind of looks like this. And I'm like, you just kind of see him fit up. And I just want to go, dude, A, wake up. But B, if you know you're going to do that, fucking turn your camera off, you dingbat. Shining Jan's dildos is the answer that we were looking for from Jim Cox. Nice job, Dad. Hey. What do we got? Type these up tonight, huh? If I couldn't do that. Yep. Oh, kids today. Kids today with their blank. These kids today with their blank. This is your move, Joe. This is your round. I think this is all you. These kids today with their blank. Yeah. It's nice to have you, Joe, and it's nice to have Michelle. And I miss you. I miss you, fine kids. Nice to have everybody here. What's up? Carrie's here. She's eating ice cream. These kids today with their no cap slang. Exactly. I never thought that actually punctuating and using proper grammar would seem so old fashioned. But it does, doesn't it? It seems very, very old-fashioned at this point, right? It's like, good Lord. We were encouraged to do this. In fact, we were told that if you didn't, why, you looked kind of trashy. Am I right? Dear Laura?
Oh, I'm agreeing with you. I just don't want to talk over you because, it's like overlapping.
Oh, feel free. I'm not saying anything important. It's got, let's see, Complicated Shoes, says Keith. That was a fabulous Ramones album. Wafus. Okay, so we're back to Way. Mama's good looks. That's good, Christina. Your kids today with their mother's good looks. Yep. Eraser burn tests on the back of their hands. We did that. Oh my God, that stuck with me for that through college. I had that eraser burn on the back of my fucking hand. Stickers and 2-seater cars. Okay, I like that. 80,000 dual axle trucks. Sure. TikToks, earbuds, and lack of respect toward audio cassettes. Participation trophies. Let's see. Vowels are so obsolete, says Angie. Yeah. Many passwords. Unlimited data plans. Not being fat yet. Says Carrie. Who had the funniest response, dear Laura, to these kids today with their blank?
Yeah, I'll give it to Carrie for these kids today, and they're not being fat yet.
I like that. I think that's exactly right. Nicely done, Carrie.
You're like, I'll never be fat.
Yeah, that'll never be me. That'll never be me. Oh my God, you guys! I just had my blank appraised for over $1 million. Who knew? Went to an appraiser, had my blank appraised for over $1 million. I need a white cat for this prompt. I've got the bald head. Yeah. Just had my blank appraised for over $1 million. Bullshit. Oh, Christina, liver says Hinge.
I'm gonna enter it.
Are you playing along? What do you got? Colon had my colon appraised. Viral loads. Laurel. Let's see. Pond Balsac says right, and it's spelled sort of like Honoré de Balsac. Am I right? The French humorist. Ex-wives had my ex. All right, these are great. Let's see. Anne said liver. Christina said bullshit. Keith says colon. Scott says ego. Has $1 million ego. Let's see. Pond, Balsac, ex-wives, snark, tacos, opinion, 1 bedroom, 2 bath, bail, says Joe. Harem, divorce papers. Yeah, 1 bedroom, 2 bath. Probably, Keith, you're down in Orange County. I suspect that's probably about right. Today, says Hinge. Why not? Studio in San Francisco for sure. Yeah. But is this me, babe?
Yeah.
All right. I'm giving it to you for viral load. Nicely done. No.
What do I win?
Hey, y'all. Listen, we've been going since, we've been strong since like 8 p.m. It's getting to be like, midnight, 1 o'clock. What's going to take this party to the next level? What will take this party to the next level? What will take this party to the next level? Viagra. We're doing Viagra shooters, Viagra poppers. That's exactly right. Cathead karaoke says, well, you're judging this round, but you can vote for yourself. I think. Yeah, you can vote for yourself. Going upstairs, says Joe. Going to bed, I think, is generally what's going to take a middle-aged party to the next level. Bleach shots, says Michelle. Darcy, says my mom. That's good.
Your mom's right. Darcy is going to.
Darcy will take this party to the next level. Mucho blow. Cathead karaoke. Sure.
If you know, you know. Darcy.
If you know, you know. Yeah. Wonder joints. And honestly, when you get to be our age, Wonder joints don't mean the kind you smoke. They mean the kind that don't hurt. Am I right? The kind that you can walk around in and move freely. Jello and oil, Barb, says Ray. Mike Tyson, a cocaine tiger, and Dennis Rodman. Sure, absolutely. Seems like a plot of a film. I've heard that before. Let's see. Dear Laurel, I think, have you already decided on the winner for this round?
I gave it to your mom for Darcy.
For sure. Yeah, nicely done, Mom.
What are you doing for a Barb was also funny.
Fucking Darcy, like, she brought by dinner the other night. She cooked us red curry, and it was insanely good because, of course, the woman was like a ninja. She can bake and cook pretty much anything, and she's, of course, very self-effacing about it. Oh, I'm sure it's not going to be very good. No, it's going to be fucking amazing. And it was. I think you should be legally allowed to blank. I think you should be legally allowed to blank is what I think. Do you guys, everybody know we live in a forest? If you needed proof positive, it's right behind Laura's head.
Because it's not a backdrop.
No. This is a backdrop. Legally allowed to fart.
I went, because I can't go anywhere, obviously. So I got in my car and I drove to we have this other garage. And Darcy is our neighbor. She drove by and she didn't stop, and I didn't want her to stop because I have freaking COVID. And then she text, "Hi, I'm sorry I didn't stop. It's not because you have COVID."
But it should have been. That would have been a perfectly legitimate reason to not stop.
I'm like, I didn't want you to stop. I have COVID.
Yeah. Carrie says, I think you should be legally allowed to punch Elon Musk right in his fucking neck. Boom! He's a terrible, terrible human being. And by the way, I don't know why this was going around. I think this had something to do with him changing Twitter to X. And he has like this whole big master plan that is going to be hilarious when it fails in a spectacular way. But there was a photo of him when he founded PayPal back in 2000, and he had my hairline back then. So this whole maxim that I've been saying, like when they solve baldness, it'll be you'll see Jeff Bezos show up with a full head of hair. It already happened. Elon Musk figured it out. He's got a full head of hair. He figured this shit out. So I guess you can throw money at the baldness problem because he has it's It's a lovely head of hair sitting on top of a terrible human being, but he did do it. He did do it. Let's see. So I think you should legally be allowed to eat cottage cheese after 6:30 p.m. on a Sunday in Florida. I'm sure they have weird rules. That probably is illegal there. That is not rebranding.
Did you write nothing, or did Facebook truncate you?
Angela says, I think you should be legally allowed to period, to blonde, to dream big, to not watch Celebrity Death Match, Musk versus Zuckerberg, to own lily pads and shit, marry 2 chicks at the same time, drive in the carpool lanes, keep Iran attack plans in the chandelier bathroom. I think they're all chandelier bathrooms at Mar-a-Lago, honestly. I think they're just various sizes. Punch Elon Musk, vote pork fried rice. I think you should be allowed to pork fried rice. Everybody should be allowed to do it. Walk on anyone's lawn. Vote karate chop Jim Jordan and Ted Cruz and Rudy and Mitch. And sure, yeah, they all need to. This is poop wherever I want, says Ray. Collect unemployment for your alter egos. Dear Laura, this is me, right? I'm judging this one. Then I'm definitely giving it to Carrie for punch Elon Musk. That is the right answer. Yeah. Oh, my morning routine. My morning routine: make coffee, eat breakfast. Blank. My morning routine: make coffee, eat breakfast, blank. I've gone back to drinking coffee. I hadn't for years and years and years because it kind of messes with my blood sugar. It's no longer messing with my blood sugar. It's just giving me terrible, terrible heartburn now. So probably I have to stop, right?
And maybe insomnia. But if everything...
maybe that, yeah.
Then nothing gives you insomnia.
Exactly. I'm seeing this sleep specialist about the insomnia, and really we're at this swing a dead cat phase, so we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, sure. Poop. Absolutely. Yeah. Following the coffee. Yeah. You clear out. You clean out the dishwasher. Put everything away. Sometimes I make it all the way through that before having to excuse myself. Plot my revenge. Go to bed, says Ange. My coffee, breakfast, bed. Yeah. Doom scroll until I crawl back into bed and start again tomorrow. Call it a day. Visit the throne. Poop again, says Scott. Mine some Bitcoin. Cancel my X account. Call in sick. And then I remember I have 2 kids and won't do either until I drop them off at daycare. Okay, so no coffee or breakfast for Joe until he does that. Eat second breakfast, says Terry. Quit Twitter. Make coffee. Yeah, Keith says, make coffee, eat breakfast, make coffee. Check out my Christina says, check my OnlyFans. Holy shit, these are phenomenal. Prepare third breakfast. Dear Laura, who had the funniest response to my morning routine? Make coffee, eat breakfast.
I'm gonna give it to Christina for check my OnlyFans.
I love it. I absolutely, yeah. That is spectacular. Oh, Butterfingers. I just dropped my blank. Butterfingers. I just dropped my blank. Oh, this is the place to be, kids. You wouldn't want to be any place else in the world here. You wouldn't want to be any place else in the world. You're here with us tonight. We appreciate it. Butterfingers just dropped my blank. My new album, my new single, Baby Ruth. Duty. Yeah. Phone number, says Christina. And well, honestly, my phone number and your phone number, babe, are like the only numbers that I know anymore. I remember my childhood phone number. I know mine. I know yours. I know my mom's. And everybody, and like my dad got his too late, unfortunately. He got his well after the point when I'd stopped memorizing people's numbers. So it's just his dad's cell in my phone. I don't think and you remember when you would call somebody up and their outgoing message would be like, thank you for you've reached 212 bloop 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 bloop. Like nobody ever does that anymore because nobody cares. You might as well not even have phone numbers anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly right. I was just trying to think of whose number I actually know, and it's only people who have had their number for like 20 plus
grandfathered in. Exactly right. I remember my childhood phone number, 484-1827. You have to know that as a kid. They make you memorize that. A new track on Monday, pelvic floor. Yeah, pelvic floor. Drop my baby. Oh, no. Everybody saw Precious. Kid off at the pool. Soap at the athletic club's steam room. My IQ, says Michelle. A new single, fuck around and find out. Eat tacos, says Ray. I would listen to that. Integrity. Bass. Drop the bass. Mike. Car insurance. Chocolate in your peanut butter. These are all phenomenal answers. I like them all. I think I'm going to give this to Michelle for my IQ. Good answer. Oh my goodness. It's getting so summer, hot time to buy toys for the kids, and everybody's going out and playing, of course. This season's hottest toy, the remote controlled blank. This season's hottest toy, the remote controlled blank. We were over at some friends the other night, and somebody had a drone. Oh, we talked about this, and honestly, he took that sucker. It would go up 1,500 feet. He took it up 500 feet, and I could barely see it, and I couldn't believe, like, how is it not actually interfering with airspace at that point? Seems like you would have to have like an FAA license to operate one of those things.
He has an FAA license.
Let's from the last round. Butterfingers, I dropped my load, dropped my fat ass, dropped my bomb on you. It says, dropped my Grey Poupon. The remote control. Absolutely right, Ray. I love that. Remote controlled voter, says Christina. Remote controlled eye oral. Remote controlled Zoom call attendee. I have had some friends who have taken photos of themselves that make it look like they're actively listening on a Zoom call, and then they'll sub it in.
We should do that.
Yeah, and so it looks, they're kind of leaning forward, it's like, and that's their profile picture for Zoom, and it's fucking brilliant. I'm like, wait a second, Luis you haven't moved in like 5 minutes. Like, wah, gotcha. Zoom call attending Rascally Rabbit. Declassification abilities. That's funny. Yeah, when you're president, you can do anything. Mrs. Potato Head, spouse who won't sue you. Prostate massager, Zoom avatar, politicians, middle finger, fake exercise. Dear Laura, who had the funniest response to this season's hottest toy, the remote controlled what?
It was the remote control.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's exact right answer. Yeah. What round are we on, if you please?
This is round 15, but I'm going to tell a story. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so everyone else has been cool this whole week about me having the COVID, right? Like every appointment gets rescheduled. Everyone's really cool. The day after I test positive, I text the bug guy because he's supposed to come for the monthly visit, and he says, "Yeah, that's fine. I'll cancel your appointment, but I'm not putting you back on the schedule until you have a negative test."
Woo! Snap. That's my kind of guy. That's how I would do it.
3 times or something, right? I'm like, who are you to judge me?
Oh man, that is quite something. So actually, Keith and Carrie both made references to Mitch McConnell, who at a press conference earlier this week was in the middle of speaking and stopped and stared at the camera for 20 seconds as if he was rebooting. It was.
I think that was a medical freeze up. I feel bad.
It very much was, and I didn't. I couldn't find a funny angle on it to talk about that, because as much as I detest the man and everything that he's done, hard to root for that. Yeah, because he had a concussion a little while ago. Anyway, yeah, they whisked him off, and then he's not really talking about it, and so.
But then he came right back and started again.
Yeah. Now listen, this is just a ringing endorsement for the gerontocracy that we currently find ourselves in. Fucking Di-Fi, Mitch McConnell. We've got, a dipshit running for president again. The only one I trust is Biden, honestly. He seems like he's got his shit together. Let's see. Jim's right hand. So this is round number 15 that we're doing right now?
15, yeah.
Okay. That's harder to find than a blank in a blank stack. He said metaphorically, that is harder to find than a blank in a blank stack. Harder to find than a blank in a blank stack. All right, let's see. That's it. Harder to find than a hay in a haystack, says Keith. I like that. That's good. Yeah, if you're looking for hay in a haystack, I guess you would find hay in a haystack, but maybe not much else. All right. Well, we're harder to find than ethics in a MAGA stack. That's good. I like that. That's Christina. Do I have to? Am I going to need to prepare a song while the tallying happens? I'm getting my head prepared.
I want to hear a song.
You want to hear a song? Okay. Frat boy wearing a T-shirt in a frat house. Yeah, frat boys tend to not wear shirts in frat houses. That is true. Harder to find than a Benjamin in a 100 stack, says Ray. Our $100 bills got really fucking weird, didn't they? They almost look like European money at this point.
Tacky.
They are kind of tacky. Yeah, in an effort to make them uncounterfeitable, they got super tacky. Plus, nobody really uses them anymore. I don't even remember the last time I used tacky. My dad loves his Jim Cox food stamps. We call them harder to find than a dildo in a Jan stack, says Scott. That's very funny, Scott. I like that. Mystery fish in a Laura's garden. Hair in a Nair educational video. Oh my God. So did we talk about this? Have we talked about this?
No, I don't think we did. And we did something terrible to Carrie Atwood.
Let it be broke. Break it down.
I mean, go ahead.
Well, I'll tell the story while you're tallying up here. Date in a furry stack, cherry in a McDonald's cherry pie. Let's see. So I'm going to give this to. Actually, I'm going to give it to Scott for harder to find the dildo in a Jan stack, and that is very funny. Okay, so while Laura is tallying this up, so apparently there's a loophole on YouTube wherein if you make a video that is educational, it can contain a lot of things, up into and including.
Right now, when we're done here, go to YouTube and look up the words Nair video.
No, or you've been warned. Just put it this way: you've been warned. So, as it turns out, you can actually show the human anus, an actual human anus, and it being waxed with Nair on YouTube. There is a fellow who is on there showing, I imagine, well, I guess anybody who's ultimately interested in having a hair-free butthole, and it's showing on YouTube. Now, Carrie and Eric were here the other night, and they watched it, and I basically watched their reactions. I don't want to. I want no part of this.
Not the other night, because obviously I've had COVID for a week.
Right. Not yet. We're not irresponsible. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
They were over here, and Carrie and I watched it, and then we laid down on the deck. That's how bad it was.
Somebody says Mike Marcello says we always make him laugh. Oh, that's very sweet. Well, thank you for saying so. Thank you for joining us. Let's see. Let's see the TV show Robert Stack. Oh, that's actually David had a very, very funny response. Robert Stack. Who could forget? Mr. Robert Stack. All right, so
are you going to sing us a song?
I am going to sing a song. Absolutely.
Okay.
As soon as I do that, boom. All right. Let's see. Mom says she'll pass on that one. You've been warned. You've all been warned. Absolutely. Okay.
Nair video.
Well, we're here. Oh, okay. What's I had this going. Ooh-wee, we're quarantined up in here. Said, ooh-wee, everything is gonna get better. Well, everybody knows that COVID gets better if you drink a bunch of soup and wear your sweater. And it only lasts a little while. So just grin and bear it and have a smile. Get over COVID. Hey, won't you get over COVID? Won't you get over COVID right now? Okay, there you go. So what are the scores on the final there?
Okay, well, Christina and Carrie had 3 points, and
okay.
Michelle and Scott had 2 points.
All right. So Christina and Carrie are in a tie, and as we've said on this show, there's really only one way to win this thing, right? And that is just simply to win outright. Because when we do a runoff, everybody jumps in. Ray points at the green monster. comes in with a killer answer, and then yeah. So anyway, so we're going to say technically that it was Carrie and Christina are the front runners right now, and so the two of them must answer in order for us to judge the round, and then we will, and then you'll all vote. You know this fucking thing works. So let's begin. Okay, so this town isn't blank enough for the two of us. This town isn't blank enough for the two of us. And I thought of this because Laura and I were watching Once Upon a Time in Hollywood last night, and that's quite a fine film.
Over Zoom.
Over Zoom, we had a little Zoom movie party, and of course it centers on a guy who is like a character. He's stars in westerns. Leonardo DiCaprio is this aging cowboy actor. Stars in westerns. This town isn't blank enough for the two of us. Sexy isn't sexy enough for the two of us. So that's Christina's answer. She's in. So we're waiting on Carrie here. One of my favorite movies, honestly, and said it's one of her favorite movies. We should maybe finish watching that tonight because it's long. It's like 3 hours long. But yeah, it's phenomenal. Let's see. Brad Pitt. This town isn't effed up for the two of us, says Scott. Brad Pitt is still like he's starting to look a little leathery, but he still looks phenomenal. And all the hair. This is, of course, the only thing that I notice for any male that is roughly my age is what's your hair situation. And that's what I've noticed. It's not Kardashian. Actually, Mom, you're right. Kardashian actually sounds like an adjective, doesn't it? Oh, my God. That party last night was Kardashian. And by that, I mean there was way too much vocal fry. And everybody seemed to be cashing in. Partisan. This town isn't partisan enough for the two of us. Chaste. Let's see. Woke enough for the two of us. That's good. So Carrie says, okay, so here we go. Christina says sexy and Carrie says chaste. Those are our two finalists. Let us begin voting right now. Everybody vote on who had the funniest response to this town isn't blank enough for the two of us. Dear Laura, how are you feeling?
Fine.
Yeah, you feel fine? Yeah, she's feeling fine. It's a deceptive little illness, is my understanding. Beep, beep, beep. Like sand through the hourglass.
I had a 102 fever for a few days.
Yeah. Yeah, you did say that the first what was it, like 3 days were pretty miserable, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's legit.
Yeah.
It's
a real illness. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying I feel better now.
Yeah.
I had all those vaccinations. Whatever. Who cares?
I just realized I'm not doing my sports guy voice analysis. Post-game analysis, Christina and Carrie really, they came to play tonight. They've obviously been spending the offseason really working on their game tonight, and it showed tonight in competition. So, dear Laura, who had the most up likes for This Town Isn't Sexy Enough for the two of us?
Oh, gosh. I can't tell. Can you tell? I can't scroll back.
Oh, can somebody tell us? I would have to log in here. Let's see. Can somebody tell us who had the? I'm woefully unequipped to do this. So who had the most up likes? My mom says you look really good. This is true. I've noticed all night just how Carrie did. All right, so Carrie's this week's champion. Very nice. Congratulations, Carrie. Did we figure out a prize? Well, the one thing Carrie stole it with moist at the very last second. This town is not moist enough for the two of us. Okay, very good. So
would you like some COVID?
I was going to say, is the prize this week, Laura, not sending you something? I think that might be it, right? You don't get to have COVID. Yeah. So.
I mean, do you want some COVID? Anyone can have some that wants to come by.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're feeling like if you're COVID curious, Laura here at Samples. Okay, well that'll do it for this week, kids. I thought we did, and look at this, we're coming in right at 60 minutes. Yeah. So anything to add, dear Laura, before we head off into the night?
Will you please play us out with the song video? What videos do we have available?
Carrie says she wants your droplets. Let's see. We've got. We have. oh God, Mystery Fish, Angela's Finger, Two Fawns. Let's see, and that's the YouTube song. We've got the
Two Fawns, One Deer.
Two Fawns, One Deer. All right, kids, we will see you guys next time. Bye, 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 bye.
I am a man at one with nature. I have a mind uniquely my own, and I will conflate, though I don't want to, things that I've seen that I never want to see again. Like one time I learned there's this video about a cup and a couple of girls, and then last night I saw a family of deer wander into my yard. It was two fawns, one deer. Now I know what you're thinking. Two fawns, one deer. That's all I mean to say. It's two fawns, one deer. That's what it was, but I could not enjoy it at all. No, I could not enjoy it at all. Make no mistake, I never watched it. I only heard about it in vague terms. But now you see, it's ruined everything. Even a bucolic fucking nature scene. And so, whoa, I wanna bulk erase my brain and start over again. No, I want to enjoy a simple family of deer walking into my yard. It's just two fawns, one deer, and nothing else at all. It's two fawns, one deer. Hey, look how cute they are. It's two fawns, one deer. Oh fuck, I'm thinking about it again. No, it's two fawns, one deer. Fuck you, YouTube. It's two fawns, one deer. You've ruined my